Good morning, class 5. Good afternoon to all those who are watching me in the afternoon, and good evening to all those who are watching me in the evening. It's very cold today, isn't it? It's quite chilly. And I suppose y'all are all studying. Y'all are not wasting much of time in playing games on any of your digital devices. I hope y'all are taking things seriously now, because we just have 2 more months to cover up for our syllabus, and then the promotion examinations are to cover up for our final assessment, right? So there's not much time. I am getting homework also from all of you, but then I am yet to get your homework related to creative writing, children. Okay, I am yet to get that, because very few children, Sakshi was the first one to send it across to me, and then gradually many of you send it across. So I am little disappointed, because I'm expecting your creative writing homework, the formal letter writing homework, which was sent in the month of December, before the school was closing down, before the examinations were beginning. I had told you that was going to be a part of your holiday homework. Right, so that is something I am expecting. If you are unable to find it, if you have not saved that homework, you can visit your portal. The AV classes are all uploaded there, so you can check in the AV, which was done with you just before the 14th of December. Okay, it was done on the 9th of December. Okay, if you get it there, good enough. If not, tomorrow during the live class, I'm going to share the questions with you so that you are able to do it. Okay, because I am expecting your homework before the 23rd of January. That is a long time I've given you, so you can ask your friends, you can see the video. If not, tomorrow in the live class, I will again show you. Now children, today I am not doing literature with you. I thought of doing the literature during the live class tomorrow, all right, because we have almost completed one part of the chapter, A Dog from Nowhere. So the remaining part and the question answers and whatever we are able to do during the live class, the rest I will send it as answer keys. Now today's chapter, what we are going to take up is again associated with sentences. This is the book, Tune into Grammar, all right. And the name of the chapter is Transformation of Sentences. Okay, this is the name of the chapter, chapter number 18. Many of you have done the homework for chapter number 17. Yes, Safalta is one of the students who is so particular in writing a subject and also explaining why is she not able to send the homework together. So, kudos to you, Safalta. I'm really impressed with your emails. Okay, and Sakshi, good job. You were the first one who had sent me the homework on formal letters. Okay, so before the live class, you will get to see the corrected homework, whatever you all have sent across. The ones who have not yet sent, again I'm telling you, I'm giving you a warning bell, class 5. All those who have not sent me, please do so at the earliest. Please do so at the earliest. Now children, we know what are sentences, okay? Isn't it? A group of words which begins with a capital letter and which ends with a full stop or an exclamation mark or a question mark is a sentence, and it should make sense, right? So let us write the date. Yes. And by the way, did you see the assembly on Vivekanand Jayanti? Yes, his 158th birth anniversary. And I'm sure you must have seen how well the children have spoken. Rishabh had spoken. I suppose if you have not seen it, children, you can of course visit the Fulbari page, DPS Fulbari page, Delhi Public School Fulbari page, and you will get to see our activities. So, your classmates, your peers Your schoolmates will feel happy when you appreciate them, when you know, go to that page and when you write a complimentary comment, they will like it. Yes. So please try to watch the assembly which is being held even at this time. You know, the children are taking the pain. Yes, it is also many of you from this class who had also eventually participated. Everybody is being given a chance. So don't feel disappointed if we are not involving you. Okay, because the chance gets rotated. You know, we pick up so that everybody gets a chance. All right. So please do watch it if you have not seen it, and please do put in a compliment there for your friends who have spoken so well. You've seen the declamation. Declamation means you are imitating somebody, a great personality, okay, and you are imitating him with his dialogues and speaking out. That is called a declamation. So please do watch it if you have not seen yesterday's Vivekanand Jayanti assembly. Oh, okay. All right. Now, today is the 13th of January, right? And it's a Wednesday. And what are we doing? We are doing transformation of sentences. What do you mean by transformation? I suppose many hands would have gone up. What do you mean by transformation, children? Transformation means changing, you know, changing from its original state to a new state. All right. So transformation of sentences. This is chapter number 18. And what is the book? Tune into Grammar. So I have written it as TIG. Okay. I hope you're able to see. I'll try to write at this part of the board. Now, try to analyze some of the sentences what I write on the board. Okay? All right? Did you rest? Did you rest for some time? Now you have to identify. It's a question, right? So what is it? It's an interrogative sentence. All right? Fine. Now, another sentence, okay? Rohit and Sampriti are classmates. So it begins with a capital letter but ends with a full stop. So it's a declarative sentences. Now, these sentences are what? These are positive. Why positive? Because there is no in it or no not in it. Okay. Now, let me change. Okay. A bit. Let me change a bit. Are not classmates. So Rohit and Sampriti are not classmates. Okay, right? So you have a helping verb. So the not comes after the helping verb. Fine. So this becomes a negative sentence. Why negative? Negative means the sentence has a no or in it or a not in it. Now what is a positive sentence? Of course, when you remove the not. So it becomes a positive sentence. The moment you remove the not, it becomes a positive sentence. Fine. Now there are certain rules to it. Okay. Look at these sentences. Okay. I am a Hindu. Okay, I'm a Hindu, right? What would be the negative? Okay, let me use a different color if it's visible. Yes, I am not a Hindu. Okay. So can you see this? It becomes a negative. So this is a P sentence, a positive. This is a negative. So the first rule is the not comes after the helping verb. Am, is, are. Okay, so the first, we can change a positive sentence which has a helping verb in it by adding a not after the helping verb. Okay, by adding a not after the helping verb. Okay, similarly, okay, let me erase again. Right? Erase. Let me take another sentence. Okay, let me take another sentence. The birthday wrapper. You know what's a wrapper? A paper which is used for packing a present. That's called a wrapper. Is blue. So this is a positive sentence. So the what happens when you want to change it to a negative? The birthday wrapper is not blue. So what are you doing? You have a helping verb here. HV is the helping verb. And you can change that positive sentence which has a helping verb in it by adding a not. By adding a not after it. So that is your first rule. Now, let's take up a few more sentences. Now children, when you are watching the audiovisual, please keep your book with you so that you can relate. In the previous video also I said the same thing. Please keep your book with you so that you can relate to what I am teaching. Alright, now turn to page number 122. Okay, now look at the other rule. We can change positive sentences to negative sentences by adding not between the helping verb and the main verb. Okay, for example, that is rule number 2. The first one was we can change a positive sentence to a negative sentence by adding a not after the helping verb, as in, are, okay, is, are, was, were. Okay, now second sentence. Second rule, sorry. How do you change a positive sentence which has a helping verb and a main verb? The cricketers, I hope you are able to see, children, are playing in the stadium. The cricketers are playing in the stadium. So you have a helping verb, HV, and you have a main verb, right? Fine. So how do you change that? By adding a not. Not comes and joins hands with them. Okay, joins his hands with them. So he joins one here and he joins with another hand. So he holds their hands together and stands in between. So the sentence is the cricketers are not playing in the stadium. Are not playing in the stadium. So what is rule number 2 then? You can change a positive sentence which has a main by adding. You can change to a negative sentence a positive sentence by adding a not in between the helping verb and the main verb, or after the helping verb and before the main verb. So alright, is it clear? Now, third rule. The sentences in simple present and simple past tenses are changed to negative sentences by adding do, does, did. Okay, simple past and simple present sentences. Okay, how do you change them when the sentences are in simple past tense or simple present tense? Now let us see with 2-3 examples. Okay, I hope it is clear till here. Please check your book when you're going through my audivision, right? I read storybooks. I read story books in the night. I read storybooks in the night. All right, this is my sentence. So, how will you change? This is a simple present tense, simple present. Okay, this is a simple present tense. Because the main verb does not change its form. No S or ED or anything is added to it. Okay, or ing or S is added to it. It's the main verb. Fine. So, how? I do not read storybooks in the night. In the night, right? So this is one sentence. Now take us, so what was the rule? You can change a positive sentence from simple present or simple past to a negative sentence by adding do, does and did. Now let us take a simple past sentence. Okay. She wrote a beautiful poem. All right. I hope you're able to see my red. So this is what? This is simple past, right? The sentence is in simple past tense. So what are you going to do? You're going to change it by adding either do, did or does. So you write she did not write a beautiful poem. So you are negating the sentence what was here. The positive sentence is being changed to a negative sentence from its simple past form by adding did. She do not write a beautiful poem is wrong. She does not write a beautiful poem is wrong. So she did not write a beautiful poem because this is something which has happened already. The action has taken place, right? So that is rule number 3. Now, let us take up. Yes, I am going to complete the chapter, children, because the chapter is pretty easy and I'm sure it's a continuation of what you had done in class 4. Only variety was not there when you had done positive and negative. It was the level was little simple, not complex, because I said the topics are all going to be same, but the difficulty level is going to gradually go higher and higher up as you climb up ladders to different classes, right? Okay. Now, what is the 4th thing to remember? Okay, we have done so many rules. Now, please look at page number 122, children, all having books. Please look at 122. We can convert statements with the verbs is, am, as, are, was, were into interrogatives by placing them in front. Okay? How? The notebook is blank. Okay, the notebook is blank. So what did we say? You can change a sentence by a positive sentence. This is a positive sentence. So you can change a positive sentence to a negative by adding the main verb right in front, okay, of the sentence. So, is the notebook blank. I suppose nobody's notebook is blank. Class 5. I hope everybody's notebook, English notebooks are filled, because I cannot see the entire notebook when you're sending me attachments. Right? I cannot see your entire notebook. So I hope no notebooks are blank, class 5. Then I'll be very, very unhappy. Is the notebook blank? So this also is an interrogative sentence. And how do you change it? Okay, converting a sentence to an interrogative. So this is again another change. We know about positives to negative. Okay, now we are taking up transformation of a declarative sentence to an interrogative changes, because we are doing transformation of kinds of sentences. All kinds of sentences are going to be changed from their main type to the other type. All right. So now let us take this. The birthday boys are bursting balloons. Okay, the birthday boys are bursting balloons. So how will you change this? Let me take a different color. I wish my green color is working. Let's try. Okay, I love to use colored. So this answer is going to go up here. Oh, there, it's working. Okay. Are the birthday boys bursting balloons? Are the birthday boys bursting balloons? So this becomes an interrogative sentence. It was what? It was a declarative, isn't it? It had a full stop and began with a capital letter. But now it's beginning with the verb with a capital letter and not main verb, a helping verb, and it is changing, it is transforming itself to, it's changing to what? An interrogative sentence. So now let us see sentences which has a helping verb before the main verb. How do you change them? Okay, now, all right. This is very interesting, children. Okay, this chapter is pretty interesting. You love doing the exercises. All right, now, answer keys will not be provided today, children. Answer keys tomorrow. With the literature answer keys, you will get this. Today you're going to do it on your own because I have explained. Providing answer keys means you are just going to copy it down or save it. So I want to see your homework, then only I'm going to release the answer keys. Alright, not before that. So not even tomorrow you're going to get literature answer keys. So on Saturday only you will get the answer keys for this. So Saturday you will also get the PPT of the chapter with the slides in it and also the answer keys. Why? Because otherwise you will end up copying everything from what I'm giving. It's like I am just opening the book for you with the answers and you're flatly copying it down from there. No, I am not going to encourage this. So you're getting sufficient time. By Saturday, please mail me your grammar homework, and by next AV class, your literature homework has to reach me. Why? Because literature is going to be a long exercise. So tomorrow's live class will also have the answer keys for literature. So you can do the homework and mail me by next week before the AV class. That is by next Wednesday. But today's Wednesday's homework, you have to send it by 16th of January. I repeat, 16th of January, today's exercise. And I have the entire name list of class 5. So I'm going to tick who's given and who's not. Those who are not giving me their homeworks on time, I'm going to give you 0 in your notebook assessment. I'm telling you, children, I'm going to give you 0. Because I am yet to receive few of your letter writing. Shrijit, you have to send me all the homework on time because you are not doing so. You are just not doing, neither are you attending the classes properly. Shrijit De, you are watching the AVs, I know that because last time you have mentioned, but otherwise you are not sending me homework properly. Please do so. All right. Now, the next one. Statements with a helping verb and a main verb are changed into interrogatives by placing the subject before the helping verb. Okay? I mean, not helping verb, by changing the subject, placing the subject before the main verb and after the helping verb. Okay, so how do you change that? A sentence, a subject is what? About whom the sentence is. So, Anu has eaten her breakfast. So let's change this into had eaten her breakfast. I hope you all don't skip your breakfast, children, because the word itself says breakfast. So your breakfast should be heavy, isn't it? And your dinner should be like that of a pauper, an old man. A poor man or a poor woman. Why? Because digestion happens throughout the day. So your dinner should be always like a pauper. Okay? Right? And your breakfast should be heavy. Why? Because breaking the fast after dinner. Alright, so let's come back to this. Had. What is the subject here? Anu. About whom are we talking? About Anu. And the action is eaten her breakfast. Remember subject and predicate? Okay. Had Anu. Sorry, I'm using my finger. Had Anu eaten her breakfast? So you can change it to a negative. You can change a declarative sentence to a negative interrogative by placing the subject. This is the subject, right? In between the helping verb, right? And the main verb, in between the helping verb and the main verb. So you can change that to a negative sentence, a declarative sentence to a negative sentence by placing the subject in between both of them. Now, what is the next one? The last one, children, last one. Okay, before we do transforming sentences, exclamatory sentences to, transformation of declarative sentences to exclamatory. So you are changing basically all declarative sentences to various kinds of sentences. Now the last rule. The statements in simple present or simple past tense are changed to interrogatives by adding again do, does, did. It was like the previous one. Remember, do, does, did. I love to read books. I do not love to read books. Alright? So that's how. So here what you have to do, you have to change a declarative to an interrogative. Okay? How? Let's see this. Okay. Can you see this? Kavita, okay, owns a black BMW. BMW, yes, it's a car, right? So Kavita owns a black BMW. So how do you change it? How do you change it? Do Kavita owns a black BMW? Wrong. Did Kavita owns a black BMW? Wrong. So, does Kavita own? Okay. that's how you are going to change by adding again do, does, did. So you have to be very, very careful with your tenses so as to fit them properly. Now, you have not noticed, I have not noticed, sorry, that I have not given the correct punctuation. It's a question mark. Because you are asking a question. Had it been in the class, you would have said, ma'am, there is something. I'm sure Arush would have said that. Arush Mukherjee. Ma'am, I think there's a problem with the sentence because you have not changed. Arush, Aditya, Kasturi, they would have surely pointed out the mistake. Yes, don't forget about the punctuations correctly. Right? So, this is all about changing a declarative sentence into a negative, an interrogative sentence. We have done changing a positive sentence to a negative, okay? Assertive sentences to negative sentences. We have learned about changing declarative sentences to interrogative. Now, how do you change a statement to an exclamatory sentence? Okay? Now, for example, use a black color. He has a lovely voice. Yes. All right. I'm sure we have a lot of singers in our class too, isn't it? So he has a lovely voice. So how do you change this statement? Okay. To an exclamatory sentence. What a lovely voice he has. And then what would be the punctuation? Exclamation mark. So that is the last part of your, okay, transformation of statement to an exclamatory. You can use what or how. Okay. All right. She is wearing a lovely dress. Okay. What a lovely dress she is wearing. Okay. Now, she sings well. How well she sings. You cannot use what there, isn't it? You cannot say, what sings she well? No. How well she sings. So you can change a statement to an exclamatory sentence by adding what or how. And whenever you are writing something, children, try to speak that out. When you speak out something, you will get to hear that. So the moment you hear, what happens, you will get to identify if there is any mistake in what you are speaking. At times you are reading and writing, in your mind, you will not be able to identify errors. The moment you are speaking it out, like I have a sentence, okay, she dances well. Okay, that's how I speak out. So I'm going to try to speak out the answer. How well she dances. Sounds good. Sounds correct. What well she dances. No, it's wrong. So see, I am speaking it out. So how well she dances. So sounds correct. So I write it down. So that's how you should practice. Okay, the moment you speak out something, what you're going to write, you will be able to hear and identify if there are any errors in whatever you are delivering as a speech or whatever you are planning to write. Okay, fine. So coming to the end of the chapter, we have exercises given here, page number 122, page number 123, okay, 124 and 125. These are very, very interesting exercises. I'm sure you will be able to do it. Now children, I will also tell you where you have to do it. Learn exercise is to be done in your book. It has to be done in your book. All right? Now, practice exercise A, B and C. Okay? So, practice exercise A also in your notebook. All right? So, learn exercise in your notebook. Practice exercise A in your notebook, practice exercise B in your notebook, and C as well. So the entire exercise related to chapter number 18 has to be done in your English grammar notebook. Neat handwriting, black pen for writing the questions. But children, please do not waste time in copying the questions. You can just keep the book, you can keep the book like this. I'll just show you how you do it. Okay, let's open up the chapter. All right. We are almost coming to the end of grammar. All right. So you keep the book open. Supposing you are doing this exercise, you write the answer. You again see the question and again write the answer. So you need not copy. But what you have to do is you will have to give the correct date. Correct date of your exercise, the day you are doing your home assignment, the date, day, name of the chapter and the page number. That's what I want. And always copy the heading of your question. Like change as directed is the heading of a particular exercise. So copy that and write the page number beside it. And I hope you all are updating your index. Right? Index is very important. I had taught you how to write it. Date, topic, okay. Then a date, the topic begins, okay. Then page number and signature of the teacher. So 4 columns have to be there. The topic column is slightly bigger. The width has to be bigger, okay. And then comes the page number. Supposing you have numbered your pages in your notebook. So page number 1 to maybe 10 relates to a particular chapter. So you're going to write 1 to this. All right. And signature of your teacher. All right. So whenever it comes to me, I'm going to correct. Although unfortunately, I am not able to do so physically, correct your notebooks. But then please do not grow out the habit. Okay, growing out means you are doing away with that habit. So don't do that. I would appreciate if you all do the index properly. Yes, lovely to see your videos, value education videos also coming up. Great job, all of you, all those who have sent. Okay, Ayan. I have seen Aditya's, okay, Aditya's, and then Kasturi's neat handwriting, beautifully written the answers of hero. Yes, Kasturi, good job. So keep doing the good work. Class 5, y'all are good children. I know y'all are meticulous, that means hardworking, and everybody has one or the other quality in them. And you should hone that. You should polish that. Okay. Do not grow out of it because we are at home. No, don't do that. Whatever the system is followed whenever we are going out or whenever we are going to school, let that system stay. Okay. Let that routine be followed. Don't grow out of that. All right. Bye. Sayonara. See you tomorrow. You know what sayonara? That's a way of saying bye-bye. All right. See you tomorrow.